dedication, proper nutrition, proper hydration, and work ethic. That's it. I told you, we're gonna have fun on this channel. Good morning, welcome back. Day 19, 50 Blast Challenge. I am stuck in traffic because people in Edmonton love to do 50 on a freeway labeled 80. And we let them, even though the weather is fine. But I'm not bitter. No, I just have places to be. And if you don't have somewhere to be, which is why you would be driving so slow, maybe stay home. That'll be my rant for the day. It'll be okay. As soon as I'm on the gym floor, I won't be frustrated with how slow people drive. But we're going to train arms today. I have not decided yet if we're going to add tries in today or if I should separate them again this week. Do biceps today and triceps 2 days from now. We'll see. I have 20 minutes. Well, hopefully traffic isn't too bad. I have 20 minutes till I'm in the gym. I'll decide then. I do like to train them both in the same day, at least twice a month, just to get that massive expansion around the arm. Really stretch out that fascia to allow it to grow longer. Because the more you stretch out that fascia, the more blood you can get in there, the more nutrients that brings, the more oxygen it brings, the more recovery you have, the better the growth. Or at least that's the science behind it. But as you've seen with my previous arm workouts, I add probably 1 3/4 to 2 inches to my arm when they're at full pump. So, hey, I'm just showing you what works for me. And I know in the past, my arms have been really difficult to grow. Yeah, they're big compared to an average person, but for the size of my upper body, like my delts are huge, chest is huge, traps, lats, they're all huge. So when you see me from the side, even though I have fairly large arms, they're dwarfed in comparison to everything else. So I'm going to stop ranting about that. Going to be training arms to some capacity. I know for sure biceps, but I haven't decided whether I'm adding triceps. And I will have a workout buddy today. I'm not sure if they're going to be on camera, but at least they'll be able to manipulate the camera, move it around, so it's more dynamic footage as opposed to my usual, clamp it to equipment or on the ground and you're just getting a, static footage kind of thing. So hopefully it's a better video to watch. Let me know what you think of this format, and I'll try and have more people there more frequently. But I have to pay attention to the road because people are driving like they just got their licenses. So I'm going to stop talking to the camera. I'll join you again in a few minutes when I am at the gym and I've figured out exactly what we are hitting today. It'll either be biceps or bis and tries for an absolutely massive arm pump. I'm already feeling great. I've loaded up on carbs this morning. I am more than happy to pound out a heavy exercise, but I'm probably going to do more of a, like a middle range where I'm going to bring up the weight, not anywhere near my maxes, but I'm going to bring up the weight and try and squeeze out as many reps as possible. Even if I have to drop the weight to get 2 or 3 more reps, I want those muscle groups absolutely full and pumped. All right, let's get to this. Okay, got to the gym, decided we're just gonna do biceps today. Not gonna work in triceps. It's gonna start getting busier because it's earlier in the day, so we're just gonna hit bis. But we're gonna hit them even harder than usual. First exercise, we're over here at the Smith machine. A lot of people don't use the Smith machine for biceps, but what you can do, especially if you've got one that's got a slight taper, is that you can actually use it for what's called a pull curl, which is where you have it, you get a good base, and you pull it up your body rather than doing a curl motion. What this does, it eliminates the ability for you to swing your back and cheat, which is what doesn't build a strong bicep. That'll build a weird bulk you want, it'll make your traps big, your lats are going to get engaged, but that's not an arm workout. This focuses right on the front of your bicep. So let's do this. See, and you really can't show off with this exercise because it's very hard to move a lot of weight when you disengage all those supplemental muscles that everybody wants to. When you're throwing that weight around thinking everybody's looking at you, what they really think is you're an idiot, but you think they're looking at you because it's heavy weight. Wouldn't you rather just grow the muscle group and define the muscle group rather than making people think you know what you're doing, but really you don't? If you watch any of the big guys who can actually train and grow for mass, they're not doing heavy ass arm curls. You are, and you're getting injured and working your traps and your shoulders and all that. I've only added 10 pounds. I'm probably not even going to go heavier than this. Let's see if I can even get 15 reps doing it properly. And for a female perspective of it, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to bring your hips a little further forward so they're almost touching the bar. And then as you go through the range of motion, you're bringing it up, flexing the bicep. So where you're going to hit is roughly right here. And then right at the top, you're going to squeeze just like she's doing. And what that does is it really focuses on the bicep and you don't engage the traps at all. If you start feeling your traps working, relax your shoulders, drop them down, and then it'll focus all on the bicep again. Perfect. So for guys, what I like to say is basically be touching the bar when you start. And then you almost lean back a little bit. If you lean forward as you lift, you're doing a shrug. But if you lean back a bit, that means you're not using those traps anymore. And you just basically drag it up your body and flex up here. Even if you have to like push a little bit up, that really works. And I haven't gone any heavier, guys. This is just 10s on either side. Any idiot can swing a 40-pound dumbbell using their back and their traps. Very few people can actually do a very dedicated motion that isolates the muscle. And that's usually the difference between the people that get results and the people that work out to try and replace other people. Like this actually hurts. exercise for isolating your biceps that don't allow you to cheat is to use, whether it's a Smith machine or the preacher curls, it's all the same thing. It just dictates a single range of motion, so you can't be swinging the weight, none of that. I like to be on here. It does not require a lot of weight. What you're going to do is you're going to keep these reps slow, so you're actually getting a proper contraction. Forget about throwing the weights around, that doesn't do anything. Nice, slow motion. You can come up quicker, but the negative is what causes the muscle breakdown. So you can do this all you want. Just make sure you're returning it back to zero. You can actually see, I don't know if the camera picks it up, but you can actually see the muscle fibers twitching more on the way down than up. This does not require a lot of weight. It requires focus. Keep your breathing in time. And keep tension on the bicep. Don't ever come down here. The moment you do that, you're not working the bicep. Always somewhere in the range of motion. Don't go any further down than that. Bring back up. Slowly down. Sometimes it helps to have a spot with you to help you lift the weight back up to top of the range, and then you lower it slowly. That type of exercise is really going to do all that tear down you need on your bicep, which is going to help it build back stronger and larger if you're eating properly. The exact same exercise for females. You want to control the action down as slow as possible, because that's where the muscle breakdown is going to happen. The lifting motion, while it does activate the bicep, is strictly to get it to the top of the range. The downward motion, see, this is a perfect tempo right here. You lift maybe 20% faster than the decline, and you return it roughly at that rate. And what that's going to do is, again, you're going to focus here and in here on an exercise like this. And notice how the back isn't moving at all, so you're not going to get any delts or traps in this. Okay, so there's different versions of this exercise. If you are wanting to target, because if you're in a locked position like this, you're typically going to target here and here on this exercise. If you want to move it around, what you can do is you can turn this into a single arm exercise and then do that through that range of motion. And switch to this arm. And what you can do is you can basically hit any part across the biceps. Today we're just focused on the double arm, so that's what we're going to do. Another way to make sure you're not hitting your delts at all, the more you lean over the exercise, the less you can use your delts. So if you have to, you can actually stand up and rotate like this, and now you have no delt activity at all. This is all bicep, and yes, it's going to hurt. that's right. You can see it. I've only got 20 pounders in my hand. How can a guy who's well over 200 pounds be building arms like this with 20-pound weights? Because I'm doing the exercises properly. And just to reinforce that, the bench behind me, it's on a slight, it's not 90, because we're not going to sit up straight and be able to do this. No, we're not going to be doing that shit. We're going to lean backwards, which again, doesn't allow you to swing your back, it doesn't allow you to use your delts. Bring them down to the side, keep your hands in the supinated position, and you're going to rep them out. Yeah, all of a sudden 20 pounds is pretty damn heavy, isn't it? That's right. Bring it down, but you're not resting down here. You're going to leave it under tension at any given point. You're going to lock those elbows out. None of this. We're not using our delts. Down here, lock your elbows. Reps. Reps. Until burnout. You leave that elbow in place. Otherwise, you're just cheating the exercise. If you need to move your elbows a little bit for the last 2 or 3 to squeeze out a few extra reps, fine. That's not cheating. That's getting the most out of the end of the exercise. But until then, you leave those elbows pinned. And again, the exercise does not change for the ladies. Stay on the incline. Even if it's just one click into the incline, what that does, it doesn't allow you to swing your back. It doesn't allow you to bring your delts into play. This is all bicep. Yeah, it hurts. Aim for no more than a minute of rest time between sets. Get back at it. Lighting's a little off in here. If you look at the left bicep, that vein is coming way up. Not even completed 3 weeks of 50Blast challenge. I see it. Alright, for our final exercise, we're going to do T-bar curls. Leaning forward. So So again, you can't be up here doing this kind of stuff. Lean forward, lock your elbows, lift through the motion. So let's do this. And none of this, the moment you come up here, now it's all on your delts. There's no more bicep engagement. Stop here at the peak of your bicep. So keep really strict form, keep that back at that 35-degree angle. Slow reps, control the motion, no swinging, no engaging the delts. Don't bring the bar all the way up. You just want to stop it where your muscle peaks and continue the range of motion. Today's 50Blast, we're going to use the ropes, but we're going to use it in a hammer position and a little further apart than normal. So we're going to have the ropes here further apart, and we're going to keep it the same distance apart in a hammer position. What that's going to do is it's going to work through here and along your bicep to really give you that mass from the front. It's easy to have a tall looking bicep from the side. When you go to the front and you've got a really narrow bicep, it looks really bad when you're as wide as me. So make sure you add to the outside and along here. Let's do this. Okay, kind of had to rush out of the gym. I have not eaten enough this morning, and I could really feel it during that 50 blast. I was exhausted by like rep 34 or 35, but I wasn't going to give up. At one point, I was like, okay, I'm going to at least drop the weight. And I thought, hell no, I'm not going to drop the weight. I'm on camera. I can't let people think I'm a failure during my own program. So I left, didn't do the closing comments outside the gym. Just got to Food in the Nude. You guys have seen me here quite often. They do more of a whole food, gluten-free, dairy-free. I don't have any allergies, but it's nice to have a cleaner option for a quick snack. This is a pumpkin turmeric donut with like a cocoa butter topping. So this is really good for fiber and all that kind of stuff. And problem solved. Should have got a coffee too. Oh well. So yeah. Deadly bicep training day. And it was nice to get more dynamic shots happening. Wow. Not braining. It was great to get more dynamic shots, having a camera person working it. You could see all the different angles of the workout, different muscle firing activations up close, as opposed to normally I just have to fix the camera somewhere and hopefully get a really good shot of what I'm doing, because we don't always have producer Mac on hand. So yeah, I really enjoyed today's workout, but like I said, I wasn't fueled enough. I did not do cardio at the beginning of this workout. I'm not sure why, but I'm actually really happy that I didn't, or I would have started to fade out mid-workout. A lot of people ask, oh, you know, you're leaning up so quickly. Are you on some kind of keto diet or low carb diet, or what kind of diet? I am not on a diet. I hate that word. The word diet actually just refers to your typical eating patterns. What is your diet? Well, I eat this, 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 and this. We've turned the word diet into something that is more fad-like something restrictive, like something focused, which it can be, but I just call it an eating plan. I plan on eating this, and I'm going to control my portions. So, no, I am not doing keto. No, I'm not doing low carb. No, I'm not doing paleo. No, I'm not doing forager. I'm eating the things that I like to eat in moderation, portion control, and enjoying life. I may have to go stricter in the upcoming weeks to continue the weight loss, but I'm not going to do that right from the beginning, cold turkey, start going on some goofy 1,800 or 2,000 calorie a day eating plan, especially if it's called a diet. No, not happening. Yeah, so I'm going to eat this donut. That's the end of the workout. I'm not exactly sure what happens for the rest of the day. I'll include it. I have a few stops to make. I got to pick up some building materials. Might be meeting with the group tonight for cigars. We just had a bunch come in from the Dominican, as you saw in a different video. So yeah, that's going to be the rest of my day. I'm glad I got this out of the way early, and I should be carrying food with me, is what I should really be doing. Optimally, you want to be eating right after you work out. I know people will say that's obsessive, but why wait? If you always lose half an hour for your recovery to start, let's say you train 5 days a week, 52 weeks in a year. Okay? 5 days a week. That's over 250 times you're eating half an hour late. That's 120 hours worth of not recovering, not rebuilding, not building back up that muscle tissue that you broke down. Sounds a little heavier when you do that, eh? That's almost a full-time working month of actual work that you're not accomplishing in your growth and in your rehabilitation, your gains, whatever you want to call it. But look at this. I'm already at 4.5 minutes. I'm going to turn the camera off. This is the end of working out for today. So if you want to say bye, cool. Ciao. But if you want to see what else I do for the rest of the day, lift a bunch of blocks, maybe go for cigars, stay tuned. But right now, at this very moment, day 19 workout, we blasted biceps, 50 blast challenge, better every day. I'm Chris, Fit Into Lifestyle, and I am out of here. For those of you that ask what type of meals I eat in between working out, over here I'm just browning one side of the chicken, then I'll flip it, and then basically I'll just put a little bit of liquid in there with some lemon juice, maybe some balsamic vinegar, and just let it, you know, with a little bit of moisture, kind of boil itself to completion. Then it's nice and lean and has a good flavor. Over here, what I like to do is use a little bit of butter in the pan, and what I'll do is I'll fry each side for about 2 minutes, and I'll have this, so it's sirloin, top sirloin, with about a cup of cooked rice and some diced up sweet potatoes. I'll show you that when it's done. All right, so that's the meal. Just got about a 3/4 cup of rice with a little bit of soy sauce and some homemade sesame sauce, diced up, and microwave some sweet potatoes, small avocado. As you can see, it's a little bit brown, but I got these on sale, 50% off for the bundle. So, hey, I'm not going to waste any of it. And top sirloin. And this is a meal that I have typically, you know, late afternoon if I've worked out in the morning, or late at night if I've worked out, you know, after dinner kind of thing. When I do my 10 or 11 o'clock workouts, I'll eat this at 12:30 or 1 o'clock whenever I'm home, usually when I'm editing the videos.